I know. Right away, let's go far away. Listen when I say, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Just rolling my wine that last. We find that
Alright guys, so hopping in the GT, of course this is the S550 model, the newest Mustang. It's California special. This car in particular, the S550 in general, the GT, the V6, the EcoBoost, it's been pretty heavily reviewed on YouTube, so I'm not really going to get too into detail about the technical specs. You guys can look that up. I'm basically just going to talk about my opinions of the new Mustang, talk about how it feels, talk about the California package in general, and then just have some fun with it. So here we go. Right off the bat, you definitely, when you're braking hard, you notice a lot of the brake dive, and I think I never thought I would be able to notice that much of a difference, but coming from driving an EcoBoost and a V6 Mustang, you definitely notice the heavy weight of the 5.0 in the front, especially under braking. The nose really dips, and the steering as a result is a little bit heavier than it would be in the EcoBoost or the V6. And also, touching on the steering, you do have this nice system down below your air conditioning controls where you can scroll through comfort, normal, and sport steering. I typically like to have it in sport just because it's a lot stiffer. Comfort's just way too loose and you don't really feel like you have any grip of the road. But sport's nice, definitely stiffens it up, gives it that sporty feel. But for people who aren't looking for that, you have the comfort setting, which is great just to cruise around. So in this car, we have a 6-speed shiftable automatic transmission. And I'm just gonna be up front. If it was my choice, I would definitely opt for the manual, because even though automatics are making great strides right now, especially transmissions like the ZF 8-speed, this particular 6-speed, while it's a definite improvement over the S197 models, it still lags pretty hard when you press the paddles. And nice.
And you're driving on the wrong side of the road. Awesome.
Nice one. Okay, somebody just pulled out in front. We're all good though. Anyway, so the transmission, while when you put it in sport and track mode, it actually does downshift for you and keeps it at a pretty high rev, about 2,500 RPMs. When you shift it manually, it's really not the fastest thing in the world. It's a little bit lagging, and that's why I think even now for the S550, I would definitely opt for the manual transmission. More drivability, even though this automatic probably shifts faster than your average person driving a manual. To talk about the engine a little bit, we do have a carryover from the S197, a 5-liter V8 engine that produces 435 horsepower, which is a little bit of improvement over the previous gen, and is definitely no slouch. I'm gonna lay into it here, and you definitely feel all those horses. And the engine, I think, over the past gen definitely feels a little bit more lively, especially when you pop it into something like track mode or sport mode. Heightens the revs up, throttle response is great. But yeah, so do a little downshifting. So you can see it just lags that little bit to where you would want that kind of instant downshift, but it just really does not like that, especially when you're driving it hard. Alright, so just to touch on the brakes a little bit, this particular model does not have the Brembo brakes, but honestly I would say it does not need them. You have very, very sensitive brakes, and your initial bite is great, and definitely when you lay into them, the car will stop very quickly. That will do it for today's review. So 2016 California Special GT, engine's great, super powerful, a lot of torque. You have pretty much power all around in the rev range. The California Special appearance package looks great, especially the wing and the front splitter. You have a great interior. Transmission's definitely a negative on here, and also the brake dive is also another negative. Bottom line, this is a fun car and I would definitely recommend it. So as always, make sure to give us a like and comment down below what other types of videos you want us to see. And this is Naturally Aspirated, signing out. Peace.